All right, I think that wraps up my topic. So, Akario, what is your topic for today?
So my topic for today is just how fighting game developers are just like their nerfing or like their balancing system
Okay.
and how it's pushing players away.
Mm.
Not in the sense that it might be for the fact that what they think is a good change
Mm-hmm.
might actually be a really bad change, and it's just happening a lot in right now in Smash Ultimate.
Okay. So, what are they changing exactly? I guess because I don't know. As someone who's not super into Smash, I guess I don't notice these things. But like, what's going on? What are they tweaking?
Yeah. So if you remember in Smash 4 when we played online, it would like stutter with lag a little
Oh
bit,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
nothing too bad,
Right.
but they had the right idea of putting buffer lag into the game online.
Okay.
So not only is it already laggy, but you have to like input your move a little bit beforehand.
Yeah.
So I think that's a really bad way to do the like just do that because a lot of people that don't have money to go to tournaments or like play with like offline with their friends and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
and they depend online. And then when they do have the money or they find people to like go play, it's a whole different experience. Like you're
Yeah.
not ready. You're like, oh, why is my stuff whiffing? Why is it not? Why is this combo not hitting when
Mm-hmm.
it's supposed to hit? So I think that, and also the way they're I'm actually really disappointed in like right now in Smash because I don't know if you know, a lot of really good professional players from Japan actually help make the game,
Oh, okay.
and but they're not allowed to play in tournaments. So that's the catch.
Okay. I mean,
So yeah, it makes sense.
yeah.
So they made the game, but it seems like they don't know like what they were doing, if that makes sense.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Because for example, I'm gonna use a really good example. There's 15 to like 25 characters that are really good,
Mm-hmm.
and then the rest of the cast is just bad.
Okay.
Like it's like not fair. Like at least in Smash 4, like you would argue that okay, these are like the best five, but everybody after that's kind of like,
All
they're
right.
okay, they're similar. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like they could beat each other, but in this game is like really hard.
Mm.
But yeah, like also the way they're nerfing and buffing, it's like really micro. So for example, for Wolf, like back before there was any patch, down smash could kill you like almost at the ledge of the stage, like at 35 or 40,
Okay.
and that's broken. Like even I agree with that. Like that's really broken.
Mm-hmm.
And now they after like three patches, they've only nerfed it by 6%.
Okay.
And you're thinking, okay, that's kind of good, like maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but he has a blaster, and like a blaster does like 10%, so you really only have to hit one blaster, and then you go back and kill them like at 45 or 50.
Right.
Yeah, and then for example, this is what like where a lot of like my frustration and even my crew. So in my crew right now, there's like 45 members maybe,
Damn. Okay.
and out of those 45, already 10 of us already like quit. Like we don't play the game as much as we do. We
Okay.
just kind of play if we need to play
Yep.
because we don't really have fun anymore. There's this character Olimar. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know who
Yep.
Olimar is. Well, in Smash 4 he was pretty good,
Mm-hmm.
but in this game they made him like 10 times better because they actually gave him a regular grab
Okay.
with his Pinkman, so now it goes even farther than before,
Mm-hmm.
and he would be able to spam your shield with smash attacks and they will be safe.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where a lot of people complain, where he will be able to do up smash on your shield and you can't do anything about it. He will up smash again until it hits, and then he'll get another up smash into like two uppers, and you're like at 60. And then you're
Yikes.
like, well, where does the counterplay come in? Like it's not fair.
Yeah.
Like might as well pick Olimar, if you're gonna do that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, like it's just like the way they're balancing the game, like it just makes no sense to me.
Mm.
Even though they have pro players that know what they're doing, or like they notice these things.
Yeah. That's. I mean, it's always a weird. Well, I can imagine it's a tough thing to do, especially with the bigger the roster. That's just more components to kind of take into thought. I don't take into effect. I don't know. Forgetting that phrase too.
What do you say?
Account. Take into account. I think that's the
Okay.
one. Yeah. So it's just a lot of pieces you have to think about. Yeah. The only example I can really think of, from my knowledge, is Overwatch, and I mean, I don't even notice it that much. But the little tweaks in there are the only ones I'm like know or knowledgeable of. I know the dudes and I were casually talking about Overwatch when we are playing it, of like Mercy's alt getting changed way back when, and then same with Symmetras, and like, oh, the res shouldn't be like, if it's not going to be the alt, I think she should be able to do a little bit more here, or maybe they just buff, or not buff, but take away, maybe only revive them all to half health, or this, that. And it's an intricate game to play with these characters, and how they all hopefully don't overpower one another. But I don't know. I mean, it's interesting the fact that you said like pro players are involved with that, because you think it would be better, because I don't, as far as I know, I don't think other companies do that, but I could be wrong with their games. So I don't know. It's,
Yeah, I don't like. Sorry to interrupt,
you're good.
but you know what also like made me mad or like pissed me off? The
Mm-hmm.
fact that even Sakurai himself, I don't know if he tweeted or like I don't know how this like started like going around, but apparently it's true because a lot of like pro or I was gonna say Overwatch, pro Smash players are like talking about it on stream,
Mm-hmm.
and they're making their nerfs and buffs because of the online. Like they're not even looking at tournaments, you know? And it's just
Oh,
like online is way different than offline, you know, like you can get away with so much different stuff. And
right.
even plus the likes, I'm just like they buffed Ganondorf because in Smash 4 he had the worst win record. And now he's really good. But like he still has one of the worst win records, so they even like buffing him even more.
Wow.
So it's just like I
I'm
think you should like ask more pros, you know, like watch tournaments so you know like what to work on.
Yeah, it's important to take the online into account for sure, and like how obviously that audience is playing, because it's most likely a way bigger audience than your competitive scene. But like you said, it's a totally different game. You might have the lag, you might have the buffer lag, like you said. Like NetherRealm, obviously I'm going back to Mortal Kombat a lot, but they seem to have the best netcode online play, along with Killer Instinct. And I mean, Marvel had its, oh boy, issues here and there. So, like, it's important to take an effect, but you got to remember that that gameplay is affected, because not everybody can get super connections or have a wired connection, or even just the game has issues, or your servers. So it's very, yeah, that's very strange to me that they would only take an effect online play. Like I said, I think it's important, but you gotta definitely take an effect the just in person stuff. What's going on there? Um, so I guess building off the competitive stuff, uh, so you compete now in Smash, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, and how long you been doing that?
So I started competing like I was taking it very serious like I would say my almost towards the end of my junior year in high school
Mm-hmm.
till now. So that would be what like almost 4 years now maybe,
Yeah.
roughly. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember you're always talking about it and really pushing yourself to want to do that. And I think it's, first off, I think it's amazing that you're doing that, and I'm really happy for you and proud of you that you're chasing after that. Um, with the competing, has it changed your mindset about the game at all, or like what are, I don't know, what were some differences you noticed in yourself, I guess, like starting to compete and whatnot?
So going back from Smash 4 to this game,
Mm-hmm.
um, and like I said, there's a lot of like pro players as well that talked about this.
Yep.
The fact that in Smash 4, like I said, like, a lot of characters have like jank stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and the lower skilled player would have a chance to win
Mm-hmm.
in Smash 4 because you know like that jank.
Yeah.
And the same thing in Tekken, you're like if you get a stage with like walls or like you know like the walls that like or like the floor breaks,
Oh yeah.
you can like extend your combo so much more. So
Mm-hmm.
it's like there's like that little jank that could tilt the favor to like the lower skill player.
Yep.
And in this game, it's like it's still there, but it's mostly gone. So it's more of your actual skill
Gotcha.
and just like like rock paper scissors and all that stuff. So I think with me, what changed is that, I mean, I also got older, so my mentality
Mm-hmm.
and the way I think about like just the game or like who I'm facing in general is different. And when I say like my mentality, like back in Smash 4, I went to like a few tournaments, and I would go like I would win two, lose two, and then I'm out. Like I
Mm-hmm.
would be really mad,
Mm.
cause I'm like, come on, dude, I know you're better than this. But in this game, it's like, you lost. Go back, check the tapes, review the tapes, see what you did wrong, what could have you done better. Just be more patient and just polish your gameplay, and next time you'll get it. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, like for example, this school year I didn't go to like a lot of events. I went to four,
Okay.
and in the first one that I went, like I was a underground because like I've never been there.
Mm-hmm.
So then they seated me like last, like I
Mm.
was like the last seat, and I'm just like, I'll show you that I'm not last.
Yeah.
So then I won my first game. Then I played versus the best person in like the whole Santa Cruz County or
Okay.
where I live, and then he beat me.
Uh-huh.
So then I played two more games. Then I played the number five, and I beat him 3-0.
Uh-huh.
And then I played the number six, and I beat him 3-0. Then I played the number four, and I beat him 3-0. And then I played this random dude. Well, he was random to me,
Mm-hmm.
but as I started getting more involved, apparently he's the actual number one person,
Oh,
but he
okay.
doesn't he doesn't compete no more. Like he quit the game.
Mm-hmm.
And like he beat me, but then like it goes to show like, oh, like you're not as bad. So then
Right.
the next time that I went, I ended up getting ninth at the event. I believe it was like ninth out of like 60 something people.
That's good.
Yeah. So then I went again like 2 weeks after, because like every other, it's like bi-weekly.
Mm-hmm.
So then I went again, and then I got fifth, and I'm like, okay, like you're doing good.
Yeah.
And then I went again, but this one had like 100 entries, because like
Damn.
100 entrants, because it was like they do it like every year, so it's like a really big event.
Okay.
And I think I got like 15, but I lost to the winner of the tournament, and
Mm,
I
okay.
and I lost to the second place. I'm like, like you didn't do that bad.
Right. That feels better than just somebody else.
Yeah. And then there was one this Friday, the one I was telling you about.
Mm-hmm.
And that one I was a little bit afraid, because it was a single elimination. So you lose once and you're out.
Yeah.
It's not like double where you have to lose twice and then you're out.
Yep.
So I played two games and I won. And then this one had like 40 something entrants, so it wasn't too big.
Okay.
And then I played the guy that got second place, but I feel like I could have won that match if
Mm-hmm.
I would have gone like Pokemon Trainer, because he told me at the end, he's like, that dude you beat, the other Wolf player? I'm like, yeah. He's like, he's my roommate, so I play him all the time. I'm like, oh, so you know what Wolf does?
Uh-huh.
He's like, yeah, like I was reading like about 80% of the things you were doing.
Mm.
I'm like, yeah, I'll just get you next time. Not too bad, not too bad.
So that's
But yeah.
something I can appreciate is the feedback after, like, okay, I know it's different. Like, okay, sometimes looking into the FGC and like online play, people are very toxic. And
Oh
I
yeah,
know like
yeah.
competition does that with everybody. Like even with the Taekwondo competitions, I've seen some people get heated and I'm like, relax. We're just we're just here doing a thing. But I can appreciate like just the good sportsmanship and being like, good match. Oh, this was that, and that feedback that he gave you, of just like how he could read it. That's good to hear. But yeah, I'm glad the tournament went well yesterday. What place did you get overall?
I got seventh,
Okay,
and I got two gift cards.
nice. All right, that's something. That's awesome. Is Evo an eventual goal for you? Like real pie in the sky
uh,
idea.
yes.
Awesome.
Probably not this year because of summer school, but
Yep.
I'll definitely try to go next year.
Okay, that's
I
awesome.
actually want to test my skills against like the best players.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I know. Dio has been slowly getting more into the competitive scene for Street Fighter Five. So he's up in the Portland area, and he goes over to like Seattle and competes every once in a while too. So I know the grind there because always talking with him, like you said, either win two, lost two, and then you're out. Earlier, he's had a couple of events like that, but he's just big into like get in the community, pick up what we can, learn what we can, and yeah, just push, push, push. I know Evo's a big goal for him too. I don't know if he like wants to go tip top, but I think he just wants to mainly go there for like as an experience as a competitor and see what it's like. But yeah, that's cool that you are doing that, competing, and you mentioned you had a team earlier. How did that come about?
Oh yeah, so I started I this dude followed me on Twitter,
Mm-hmm.
and I read his bio. He's like, "Oh, I'm the owner of this crew." And like I've always seen crew battles, so it's like basically like a bunch of dudes versus a bunch of other dudes.
Mm-hmm.
And it's by stocks. So in this game, in this format, is 5v5 with 3 stocks. You have 15. So let's
Mm-hmm.
say you and I play
Yep.
3-3, like we're both leads, and then you beat me, but I take 2 stocks.
Okay.
So then you going versus some other dude, but you have to kill yourself twice. So you only have 1 stock versus him,
Yeah.
and it just goes like that, to whoever has the most stocks.
Okay.
And then I try it out. He's like, "You're really good." He's like, "But I'm capping the limit of my members, so." He's like, "I'm not gonna let you in, but like you're better than like half of them." But he's like, "But I really cannot kick them, because I already like told him, yeah, you're in."
Okay. Yeah.
So then he sent me this link to this Discord where it has like a bunch of teams, and
Oh. Okay.
it's like a league basically.
Nice.
And then I joined it, and then as soon as I joined it, I got like 3 different invites to their servers,
Cool.
and then I tried out for all 3. They're like, "Oh yeah, you're in," and then at that point it was like, "Which one do you want to go to?" And I was like, I did like a random number generator, and I'm like, they all sounds really
I'm
cool, and they don't have.
LeBron James. I'll go whoever gives me the most.
Yeah, and then I just did a random number generator, and then I was like, Saver, sounds cool. They have a cool logo. Let's go.
There you go.
And then I went in, and then yeah, here's the funny story. So we had a mock crew battle, so it didn't count.
Mm-hmm.
And like I literally joined like 2 days before it, and I'm like,
Okay.
come on, like you gotta impress them, like like you need to like do well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I go in versus a PR player, and like if anybody knows what a PR player is, they're basically like players that are ranked in their city or their state, wherever they're from.
Okay.
He was like number 5, I believe.
Okay.
And the only reason why he's in that cruise because they picked him up to counter Wolf, and I got 3 stocked, and I'm just like, yeah, that's not a good impression. You have to clean it up. So then we have another crew battle, and then I take 6 stocks, and I'm like, there we go, that's more
Yeah.
like it.
There you go.
And they're like, he's like, no, you're pretty good, you're pretty good. And then like from there on, I just started doing it again. Like we actually have one tomorrow. We have another crew battle. So.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, we went from 150th place, I believe,
Mm-hmm.
to right now we're like 35th or 37th, one of the two.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right. Anything else you got for your topic that you wanted to talk about?
No, I think that'll be it.
Cool.